Hello, and welcome back to another Chris McPherson Show World Cup Daily Dose for the 11th of February. We've got 3 games to recap, 3 games to preview, and some news to touch on. So plenty to cover across the cricket world. And if you want to stay up to date with all your cricket info and news and views, make sure to hit subscribe on the channel, hit like on the video, hit that bell icon down below to get those notifications as well when we drop a new episode. And we'd love your thoughts as well. So get involved in the comments. Tell us what you've taken away, what you think from here, who's going to get it done in this World Cup. Can anyone rattle the Indians? And, of course, make sure to check out our social media channels for your short snippets of sports, cricket, and more at The Chris Mack Show on your favourite social media platforms. But let's get it underway with Namibia versus Netherlands, the first of the games from the overnight action. And the Netherlands, well, they're back on track in Group A for the time being, beating Namibia by 7 wickets after a great all-round display from Bas de Leede. And Namibia posted, a fairly competitive total, 156 for 8. But the frustrating part for them is they could have gone on to more because they had plenty of starts. No one really went on with it. Lofty Eaton top scored with 42. Frillink added 30. Erasmus had a quick impact. But every time someone looked ready to launch, the Dutch would get a breakthrough. And the key man was the leader. With the ball, he gave captain Scott Edwards breakthroughs in both spells, removing Erasmus just as he started timing it and then knocking over the dangerous J.J. Smith as he was looking to build. That second wicket mattered. It forced Namibia back to reset, back to rebuild, and really put a bit of a set of brakes on their innings. But in the end, in the chase, the Netherlands had fireworks from Michael Levitt, who set the tone in the power play with some really clean striking and momentum. But once Levitt fell, it became the Bas de Leede show. As de Leede played it smart early, letting the other guys take the tempo, then shifted gears and took over, finishing 72 not out as the Netherlands hunted down 160 with control and composure. A crucial win after that gut punch loss to Pakistan, and a reminder that the Netherlands' best cricket is built on discipline, not chaos, and they are well and truly capable of chalking wins in this format of cricket. Next up, we've got the New Zealand UAE game, and this was, well, plenty of runs in not that much time. New Zealand turned it into a highlight reel. The UAE put together 173 for 6, respectable total, powered by the class pair, Mohammed Wasim, their captain, with 66, and Alishan Sharafu, 55, who added 107 together with really smart, high percentage hitting. They played it intelligently, targeting the short boundary, using the angles, and picking the right moments to accelerate. However, New Zealand, they weren't perfect with the ball either. The biggest "what's happening here" moment was Glenn Phillips bowling the 18th over, for 27 runs, a wide, a no ball 4, a free hit 6, while frontline options still had overs up their sleeve. That'll leave some New Zealand fans scratching their head. But then came the chase, and it was all forgotten. It was far too easy. Tim Seifert 89, Finn Allen 84, both not out, chasing the entire 174 down without losing a wicket. 175 for none, done with 27 balls to spare. And that partnership of 175 unbeaten is the highest for any wicket at a T20 World Cup. They basically halved the target in the power play. Allen showed game awareness by not gifting his wicket to the UAE spinners, and Seifert went full high-volume damage that we know only he can and the way he does, including the reverse hit party late. New Zealand 2-0 in the group of death, as it's called, and their net run rate just got a serious boost. Last but not least, Pakistan against the USA, and Pakistan made it 2 from 2, beating the USA by 32 runs, and this one was defined by 2 things: Farhan's batting platform and spin squeezing the life out of the chase, Pakistan playing to their strengths. Pakistan posted 190 for 9 batting first, their highest T20 World Cup total since 2016. Sabazada Farhan, 73 of 41, setting the base, and he stitched together a couple of good partnerships that really laid the platform here. First with Saim Ayub and then Babar Azam. Azam looked a bit scratchy, but did find some rhythm to get to 46, and then the late surge came from the power hitting of Shadab Khan. 30 of 12 deliveries, which turned a good score into a properly defendable one of 190. Even though the final 10 balls were chaos with wickets and runouts flying around, it set them a really competitive space to go from. For the USA, Shadley Van Skolwyk was again outstanding with slower balls, 25 for 4 from his overs, but the big miss was the injured Ali Khan, and the USA just couldn't keep up with Pakistan once they went to the spinners. The chase had spark through Jahangir with 49 and Ranjan with 51, But Pakistan's 5 spinners, that's right, 5 spinners clamped down through the middle overs. And by the time Ranjan hit his 50, the equation was already ugly. Pakistan finished it off, topped the group, and now all eyes are swinging to the big blockbuster against India next. Time to switch hit to some breaking news. And for Sri Lanka, they have suffered a massive blow with Wanindu Hasaranga out of the World Cup with a left hamstring tear, confirmed via MRI. He did finish his spell in the opener with 25 for 3, but the scan showed the damage, and he's been ruled out after the specialist review, which is, again, one of their strike bowlers out now. That's a real blow on a home World Cup. Sri Lanka will replace him with Dushan Hamanatha. Similar skill set as a leg spin bowling all-rounder, but far less international experience. It's going to be a drop in class. Hasaranga's numbers at World Cups are elite. 40 wickets, an economy of just over 6. This is a real campaign shifter for the hosts. Hopefully it doesn't derail them completely, but we'll wait and watch. A little bit different to the World Cup. We're still talking T20, but franchise news as the PSL gets set for their draft. A direct signing confirmation for Marnus Labuschagne. He's been signed by the new PSL franchise from Hyderabad. It'll be the PSL debut, but there is a timing question mark here. That'll be the thing to watch. Marnus has confirmed that if Queensland make the Sheffield Shield final, he will stay and play in that, which will mean that he'd arrive late for the PSL, with the Shield final starting on March 26 and the PSL kicking off just a couple of days before that. So good news for Marnus, good news for Hyderabad, but again, a question mark there depending on if Queensland make the Shield final. So we'll wait and see. On to the previews now, and let's start with Afghanistan versus South Africa. And it's fair to say Afghanistan's tournament is already on a knife's edge. After losing to New Zealand, this is almost must-win territory for them. 2 losses is going to see it really hard to go through to the Super 8s unless there's wins and losses exchanged between top teams, and then you're relying on net run rate. So we'll wait and see. Wins over Canada and the UAE are still predicted for Afghanistan, but this one is make or break. South Africa, though, they look primed. Aidan Markram's already got a 50. Stubbs and Miller finished with serious hitting power. Ngedi's absolutely showing that he is on with his forfer, and their pace group has bite. For Afghanistan, it starts with Rashid Khan. His recent numbers against top-tier talent and top-tier sides are excellent. They need him to control the middle overs, and then also keep an eye on Noor Ahmed, maybe coming in just to boost their spin mix here in this one. With it being red soil, Ahmedabad day game. Recent first averages have been big, so Afghanistan can't afford to be timid with the bat, but they need to be tight with the ball. Next up, the second of the games tonight, and it is Australia finally starting our campaign. It's a weird setup, a late entry that helps them because they are undermanned. They're without Pat Cummins, Josh Hazlewood. Tim David looks set to miss the match as well. And after that recent series against Pakistan, it's hard to say that we come in with too much confidence. Ireland, they'll be disappointed with themselves. They let Sri Lanka off the hook in that first game. 7 drop catches and 59 runs leaked in the last 4 overs. But they were in the chase still at 105 for 2 before collapsing. So the message for Ireland is simple. Be brave, attack, tidy up your fielding, and tactically this game could be something you could be in. Speaking of tactics, this game looks like it'll more than likely be influenced by spin. The Premadasa surface plays slow and grippy, and Australia will be considering 2 specialist spinners with Zampa and Kuhnemann potentially to play, which likely means one of the seamers misses out. But again, they're working with a squad of 13 at the moment, so there's not going to be too many people missing out. Key watch for mine, Glenn Maxwell. His form's been lean, but his impact skill set is potentially huge here. Not just with the bat, but those overs of spin that he can contribute as well could be really strong. For Ireland, Paul Sterling's got to be a key factor. If he can get their batting innings off to a good start, and then they can get some followers to go with him, all of a sudden they're right in this contest. This is the kind of match where Australia can either cruise by setting the tone early, or they can get dragged into something uncomfortable and arm wrestle and find themselves in some real trouble with a different look side. And finally, England and the West Indies. The ghosts of 2016 are absolutely in the room. Both teams come in off first-up wins, and both have serious power if they can fire. The match might be decided by who controls the middle overs. England's middle overs control will be led by Adil Rashid. He was targeted in the opener, but look for him to respond here. While the West Indies have a big match weapon in Gudakesh Modi, who's caused England's problems before. When Keedy at night usually screams runs, with the dew likely, the toss could really matter. Bowling first may be the preference. Either way, this is a genuine heavyweight scrap. Hopefully both sides turn up and fire, because this could be absolute fireworks. Well, that wraps us up for another World Cup Daily. A big thanks for tuning in. Make sure if you haven't already, hit like on the video, hit subscribe on the channel to keep you up to date with all your cricket and other sports news. And of course, follow along on our social media channels at The Chris Mack Show, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X. You can find us on all of them. But until next time, make sure to hit those comments. Let us know who you think is going to get the wins tonight. And we look forward to seeing you again on your home of the Black and White of Sports. No great opinions here.